Pips, welcome to the SAINTCON hallway. How's it going?
Thanks for having me. It's going great. It's been a good con.
Yeah, how's the show gone for you?
It's been good. I spent a lot of time down here checking out all the vendors, booths, playing games. It's been a lot of fun.
So on the show floor,
Yep.
they have no
That's
context.
true, yeah. We're here at SAINTCON on the floor.
And so you said actually like visiting vendors?
Yeah, there's a lot of vendors, a lot of cybersecurity vendors, but I guess more than that, just all the booths. There's so many cool projects, and you know, like I'm looking at the healthcare hacking booth and the tamper evident booth over there. There's so much cool stuff.
Brucifer runs that.
Brucifer.
Yeah, I interviewed him today.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, his name's Brucifer.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that a handle or an actual name?
Handle and a name.
Okay.
It's a combination of his and his wife's name, like a Benifer. Brucifer.
That's good.
Speaking of handles, yours Pips.
I'm Pips.
And assigned, given, earned, other?
Somewhat. I was trolling around. My username was like incomprehensible, unpronounceable garbage.
What was that?
It was like PI 57, you know, like stuff like that. Just like you know. Some people, you just get given a handle because no one wants to read what you actually wrote.
Right.
Just like, Pip? Yeah, sure.
First handle you ever came up with? Like you set up your first email account or your first Xbox account or whatever it was, you picked a username. What was it?
Oh, man, I don't know. I straight up don't have an answer. It probably was just like those random like key mash because I didn't know what to come up with. So, you know, just random characters. Eventually someone figures out how to pronounce, you know,
so you're just an entropy generator every time you need a username. You're just like
top row and bottom row. And again, people figure out how to pronounce it because no one's going to say that in chat when they're like, oh, go to point A, B.
Right.
Playing Counter-Strike or whatever.
Right. What is your InfoSec origin story?
So there's 801 Labs, which is a cybersecurity hacker space right in downtown. I lived in the apartment building right behind it, and I had heard that, you know, there was this place where nerds like me could hang out and learn stuff, and it was all security oriented. I was mainly into like writing code, but security, InfoSec, right? Like it's a huge part of everything. And I started going to 801 Labs, the hacker space, and I just kind of got into InfoSec. I thought I was going to be a developer. I really did. I was doing a lot of coding, boot camp, stuff like that, and then, I don't know, I started meeting you guys, Pope and Griffin.
So you walk into 801 Labs hackerspace. Mm-hmm. That could have gone either way.
Absolutely.
Right? You could have walked in and sat or walked out. You could have got there and turned around. Mm-hmm. But you got there, and what was like, you met a person and you're like, I want to do more of this. Was it Lance trainings? What was it?
Definitely. I think it was like Lance and maybe Marv were some of the first few people that I met. And I could tell that there was such a wealth of knowledge that I barely even understood like the bare concepts. And these were people who do it every day, who could talk about it, who can speak on it, who can write presentations. And it was just very cool to meet so many people who were so not just passionate, but intelligent and passionate in this industry. And I don't know, I thought about, you know, do I really want to do development work? Do I want to be creative all day long, solve things? And I don't know, I realized that like InfoSec just felt so much more interesting, so much more engaging, and also valuable. I mean, like, it's not like this field's dying. There is more and more need for it every year. I mean, there's always going to be developers, but InfoSec takes some extra sometimes. And
now you're like all in, like you put your chips
Absolutely.
And you're just all in InfoSec.
I don't know what I would do without InfoSec. If computers stop working, I'm screwed.
If you are not computers, okay, we're going to that. The solar flare, this is a nemesis. Solar flare wipes out all the computers on the world. What do you do?
It's a very good question. I feel like I suck at working with my hands. Just use them to type, that's it. I don't know, something where you could educate, something where, like, you know, just help people, I guess. I think that's so much of what I like about InfoSec, too, is there's so much to learn from people and so much that you can teach just from your own, like, setting up a class, you know, a piece of software or something. So many people think that they need, you know, 5 years and all this time in the industry just to give a talk. And in reality, like, you spend 2 hours setting up some software you Googled and you can talk on it. You can take the education and knowledge and carry it out to other people. So I feel you don't need tech for that either. You can.
So a teacher is what I heard.
I don't think I want to teach. I don't want to be a teacher, if that makes any sense. Somehow.
You like the idea of people being enlightened to new things.
Yes. Yeah.
But you do not want to be in middle school.
I'm not going to sit in a classroom and give out assignments.
Did you turn in your homework on policy B?
Teacher Pips.
Teacher Pips. I mean, but you do teach training, so aren't you a teacher?
I am. I've done some classes. It's been a minute. It's sometimes you feel, yeah. I guess you feel like that. Like I don't know what to speak on. Either everyone's already spoken on it, or it's an overplayed topic, or I just feel like I don't know enough. And I kind of have to catch myself and be like, no, like you know enough. People will listen to you. If someone's willing to sit down, if two people are willing to sit down with you and chat about it for 20 minutes, you should be able to get, like, you can give a talk on it. You know, if you're willing to talk to people, if you're willing to like share your perspective, it doesn't change that much when it's 5 people or a room of 20. You know,
right.
It's great.
Do you play any instruments?
I do not.
If you could play an instrument, what would you do?
I always wanted to play the piano.
Piano.
It's like different keyboard.
Different. It is a different keyboard.
I'm not good with my hands, so if I can just type on them, that sounds great.
What if you get one of those applications that let you use a normal keyboard, but it plays piano? And you're just writing out like bash commands or awking and grepping, and it does full like piano.
Just do that, Pope. Make a
I'm not a developer.
Terminal to MIDI software.
I'm not a developer. I wouldn't be able to pull it off. What has been your favorite SAINTCON memory you've ever had?
The vault has always been one of my favorite memories. I love physical security. Breaking and entering it's just fun. I have a kind of funny memory where I was doing the vault challenge and I'm coming back and forth. I'm going under this barrier and I blew a massive hole in my pants. Just ripped my pants clean in half, right in the middle of the whole thing. But it was still just incredibly fun, just participating in the vault, breaking and entering. That year, Snow and JC beat me. I was first place right up until they went home and literally molded a rubber fingerprint to get the safe and stuff. They won, and now they're in charge of it.
Right.
But yeah, so the vault has always been really cool. That's always been my favorite.
What's a board game you won't play?
Does Cards Against Humanity count?
Sure.
I'm tired of that. I've played 1,000 sessions.
No more Cards Against Humanity.
Mm-mm.
Too many nights.
It's too boring.
Too boring.
I know every card in there.
What if you're writing your own?
InfoSec Cards Against Humanity might be fun.
Yeah.
It probably exists.
It's the Pips with the candlestick in the bathroom. That's the Clue theme this year. But
Clue.
What's something that people don't know about you?
I don't know. I don't know what people don't know about me.
Sure, but if somebody was coming to the con and they wanted to talk to you and find some common thing, but it's not InfoSec.
I like to rock climb.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you do that like Little Cottonwood or?
I'm gym only. I actually have never really been out.
You don't have to fight traffic
I'm not actually
that way.
a rock climber. I'm a plastic mold climber.
Polyurethane climber.
Yeah. But it's pretty good. I like it. It's a good de-stress too.
Rock climbing or bouldering?
More rock climbing. I like the rope and the height. There was some fun joke about why there's so many tech people who boulder and rock climb, especially in a San Francisco and stuff. And it's the only time when it's socially acceptable to just like stare at the wall, just face the wall and not talk to anyone. It's great.
Look at my hands. Look at the wall. Look at the wall. Look at my feet. Look at the wall.
You don't have to think about anything but climbing.
Yeah, there's value to that. Single thread. Instead of multi-threading.
Yeah, you get distracted and whoops.
Yeah. You're the guy belaying the guy, and you're like, oh, I got distracted.
Yeah. Let me check Twitter real quick.
Yeah. I got ADHD. I can't belay you. Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you for visiting in the SAINTCON hallway.
Definitely.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
You too.